Hey friends, it's Stuart here, back with some more of my Magic the Gathering art collection. And you may have seen previous videos showing off some of my old artist proofs. If not, there's a link below. And today we're going to take a look at mostly some signed cards, as well as a few other goodies like this extended art, hand-painted altar. But join me and we'll just take a look through some cool artist memorabilia and good times in Magic the Gathering. So we'll start with Alpha, the first set, limited edition Alpha. And I've just got a few Alpha cards, nothing, super high value or anything. Nothing super rare, but just some cool stuff. Like some of the basic lands. In this case, signed by Jesper Murfers, or Jesper, apologies, I don't recall the correct pronunciation, but the original art director of Magic. Got a bunch of stuff signed from him at a Grand Prix in 2015, as you can see. Some are unsigned, like the Holy Armor and Healing Salve here, but I just love the look of the Alpha cards. Something particularly nostalgic there. A lot of typos and, the corners were rounded differently. They eventually changed, corrected a lot of things in the later printings. There's a lot of, slightly off-center cards like this one, things like that. This one, Lance by Rob Alexander, mostly known for painting a lot of beautiful lands, some of which you'll see later on. But this is one of his Alpha cards. Brian Snowdy, Psychic Venom, Spell Blast. Check this one out, I love it. The Power Leak. You may have seen my artist proofs. Drew Tucker, right? Mark Poole, Jump. How about that for classic? The Sea Serpent. Love it. By Jeff Menges. Another one by Mirfers, Phantom Monster. Love that one. Mark Poole did the islands in the original set. So just obviously iconic there. Some more Mark Poole. Fear. Howl from Beyond, Mark Poole. I've got a number of signed Pestilence. There's the Scathe Zombies. Just love the art. It's like, that's what drew so many of us in, is this just kind of fantasy, odd, fantastical, sometimes horrific, sometimes funny, sometimes more abstract. They picked a good range of different artists with different art styles, and that's part of what really drew a lot of our attention. I mean, just, when we were kids in, third grade or whatever, open a pack and see this, and it's like, whoa, cool. So, a lot of millennials like me that played back then, or Gen X, or whoever you are, it's nostalgic. Anyway. One's Goblin Raiders. The original Mountains, which were done by Doug Schuler. I have a few pieces by Doug. but love the mountains. Stream of Life. Arc Pool, that's a cool one. The original Fog. I have one of the forests. Unfortunately, I don't have any signed alpha forests. Christopher Rush, of course, has passed away. Would love to have a set of signed alpha forests, but there's one anyway. Daniel Gilon is another one of the original artists. Got the Craw Worm. Love it. A couple more here. Tranquility and Wall of Wood. These are beta. So that was the second set with a little bit more of a print run than alpha, but still very limited. Love Wild Growth. Still a good card. Unholy Strength is a fun one because in later printings they took the burning pentagram out of the background because of the satanic panic of the 90s, you know. Oh my gosh, you guys are summoning Satan with your magical cardboard. Must ban. So, I love that one just for that. And, like I said, I got some more Pestilences. Love that one. Just a few more beta cards over here. Mon's Goblin Raiders. This one's signed, though. My alpha one isn't signed. Harlan Minotaur. Dredge Skeletons. Dan Frazier did the original Swamps. Unfortunately, I don't have a set of signed alpha Swamps either. Unlimited was the next print run, which was basically beta but with white borders and a higher print run, but still quite rare and limited these days. I just have a few cool ones from Unlimited. I have some more in my old school decks, so let's see what else we got. On to Arabian Nights. This was the first expansion set in Magic the Gathering history. Got the play set here of Curd Ape by Ken Meyer Jr. Love his art, and if you ever get a chance to get a commission from Ken Meyer, he does just gorgeous watercolor commission work. Oubliette is another fun one in the horror end of things by Doug Schuler. Got a Rook Egg signed by Chris Rush. Got a few others with his signature as well as a playmat that I gave to my kid. Here's another one he signed. I believe I met him in 2014 at a Grand Prix. A couple years before he passed. A couple more Arabian Nights cards. The Quombage Witches. Alright, and then we have some revised or 3rd edition. I've got a signed playset of Lightning Bolts. Love those. I played those in my old school Goblins deck for a long time, but I recently put them in the binder. Just, you know, I'm going to put unsigned ones in decks from now on. Got a set of Stone Rains and more Pestilences. Playset of 3rd edition Savannah Lions by Daniel Gilon. That's a cool one. And moving on to some of the other expansions. The Dark Maze of Ith. I had an artist proof, but sadly sold it years ago. Should have kept on to that one, but is what it is. Alright. Pyrotechnics. Legends expansion. Liz Danforth. I met at a Grand Prix 2018, I believe. Yep, Seattle 2018 says on that one. But playset of Hemta Torok from Fallen Empires. High Tide from Drew Tucker. The rest of my Lightning Bolt playset, they're separate because these are 4th edition. 1995. Swords to Plowshares. Possibly the best removal spell ever printed. Probably not in now. There's all kinds of crazy ones these days, but still in the conversation. Mystic Remora, Portent. I've got a playset of Karplusan Forest, Green-Red Painland, signed by Nicola Leonard from Ice Age. And just a few more odds and ends here. Signed cards, Anthony Waters, Rob Alexander. Here's a cool one, Limdul's Vault. Merchant Scroll, Liz Danforth. I've got quite a few lands coming up. Here's one by Pete Venters, a forest. That's a neat one. Kind of a hidden cabin back there somewhere. I think that is from a promo set, APAC Lands promo, I think. Kinmeyer Jr. Dark Ritual. Some more lands. Here's a couple by Doug Schuler, who didn't do a ton of lands, but these are cool. A savanna and a island there. Really pretty. That is Ice Age Portal, rather, and Mirage. Alright, we got some more lands here. This is a page of Rob Alexander. I mean, just a master. Always loved. How cool would it be to own a Rob Alexander original painting? Seventh edition, some of the first foils. Pete Venter Swamp. Mark Teeden Plains from Mirrodin. Some really cool Ravnica lands from Anthony Scott Waters. Here's a page of some more random stuff. There's this Legacy, I believe, was the first foil expansion set, or expansion set with foils. So that one's kind of neat. Treetop Village, signed by artist Anthony Scott Waters. Love this humorous one here, Memory Lapse, Mark Teeden. Here's just a few cool promo cards. Arena promo. This was the first foil printing of the original island artwork. I like this Forest by Pat Morrissey. I don't have a signed Alpha Drain Life, I don't think. So, but I've got this promo one and the beta one you saw earlier. Foil printing of the original Llanowar Elves art. This one's cool. It's a Chaos Orb that's a 9-piece puzzle. And one of them is really rare. But I just have this one, signed by artist Mark Teeden. Kind of cool, though. Here's some painted cards. I'll maybe do a video of some painted and altered cards, because I've got more that aren't in this binder. This one I think I won on a raffle from the Facebook Altered Cards group. This one I purchased from an artist at a Grand Prix. Great job. These are a couple of the kind of weird abstract ones my friend Jeremy did. But anyway, a couple more things just to show you before we wrap up this video. There's some misprints. I don't have any really serious misprints, anything really valuable, but just kind of neat. These ones are cut pretty close to the edge. Miscut. But not off the page or anything. This one's got faded ink. It comes out a bit more gray scale than it should. These ones are foil cut lines. Maybe you can see it in the video, I'm not sure, but towards the top of this Ghastly Demise, for example, there's a line where the foiling is cut where it shouldn't be. Again, minor misprints, not sure if you can see this one on the camera, but yeah, maybe this one, because it's a little more apparent at the top of the Sunscape Familiar. Can you see that? A foil cut line right through the name when it should be in between the cards like that. So just kind of neat. These ones are some Fallen Empires cards that just have ink spots somewhere on the card, if you can see that. Just little printer hiccups. Very minor misprints, but these ones I opened in packs. That one's just got like an ink smudge on it. And yeah, I know these weren't marked or anything because I pulled them straight out of packs. I got a box of Fallen Empires, which you can see some of if you look back in the channel. Yeah, this one's got just some white splattering, it looks like, but again, this is just from the printer like that, not anything on the card. That one's got a big printer mark, but yeah, that's all. Then it goes into the artist's proofs you've seen in the other videos. So anyway, I just wanted to show you some of the other neat art collectibles that I've picked up over the years, and I'll show you some more later. Maybe some more old school cards, altars that I've done, play mats, other things. I worked on a mono black old school deck where I'm painting the whole thing black except for the text and the art and the name, so that's kind of neat. I'll show you all that sometime. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.